I have surfed the web, beheld its wonders, from the new grounds to the mountains of Yahoo, but there's no place like YouTube. No, there's no place like YouTube. You are young, fews have been kind to you. You will learn. There's a hole in the world of the great black pit, and the trolls of the world inhabit it, and its morals aren't worth what a pig could spit, and it goes by the name of YouTube. At the top of the charts sit a privileged few, making mock of the streamers in the Google Zoo, turning beauty into filth and greed. I too have surfed the web, uploaded wonders, for the cruelty of man is as wondrous as Yahoo. But there's no place like YouTube. No, there's no place like YouTube. Alright. Well, that was stupid.
A for effort.
Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy, NosfuraDUDE, your friendly neighborhood Mexican film critic. Appreciate all the love. I finally reached 80 subscribers, so woohoo! Slowly but surely, thanks for supporting my small little crappy channel. I know I'm not as great as all the other YouTubers that cover movies, but I do appreciate everyone that has stayed with me, continues to watch me, and enjoys the dumb shit that I come up with. So big shout out to everyone who's been supporting me. Also, like, throw some more likes down there. I know even me, as someone who watches YouTube, I forget to hit the like button, so I'm more conscious of doing that. But it really does show YouTube that the people actually enjoy my videos. Although typically they're about 10% of any video is either subscribed or like. People watch videos, don't like, don't subscribe, they just keep watching the same content without actually supporting the channel, but it still gets the views, so I do appreciate all the views. I hope you guys really enjoyed my note video. That was actually one of my more coherent rants. I did have some notes and stuff, so, but yeah, absolutely love that movie. I hope you guys have been enjoying my shorts. I started the Matt's Movie Facts, which I've actually really been enjoying too. You know, you get to learn something, even if it's stupid. But yeah, so today what I wanted to do for my next video, I really didn't have an idea, but it's also kind of been in the background of my mind. But I really did want to kind of give a shout out to a couple musicals. Ones I like, ones I don't like, but what's the deal with musicals? Let's get into it.
Well, break a leg.
Alright, so what is the deal with musicals? As you can tell, I even have my little Rocky Horror Picture Show vinyl on the back. I actually did that so I can swap my vinyls out, kind of, you know, change it up a bit. Also, shout out to myself for doing my first painting in like 3 years for Kill Bill. Fuck, I love that movie. I wanted the art, saved money on a poster. And you can even tell I'm wearing my Rocky Horror Picture Show shirt just for the video itself.
That's dedication. That is dedication.
So I did want to talk about a little bit of musicals. I used to hate them when I was little. Like, it made me uncomfortable. I didn't like people singing during a movie. Why the fuck are you singing? I don't know. But as I've come to watch a couple more of them, and I give a lot of them a chance now. One of the few that actually did stick with me when I was very young, when it did come out, was Sweeney Todd and the Demon Barber of Fleet Street. Sweeney Todd. I thought at first, I was like, cool, you know, it's Johnny Depp, it's super bloody. I watched it a couple times, and not gonna lie, back in high school, I decided to roll myself a joint. And then I was like, I'm gonna smoke this J and watch Sweeney Todd. And about halfway through the movie, I'm freaking blazed watching the pretty women silhouette, and they're both singing. I almost had tears in my eyes, man. I was like, this is the most beautiful movie I've ever seen in my entire fucking life.
Pretty women.
But that did kind of open my eyes a bit more to actually start enjoying a few musicals. My one problem with most of them, and don't get me wrong, I do give them chances, especially now with my wife. We've watched a whole bunch, fucking Cats, Phantom, like the big ones, Les Mis. We watched both the Wicked movies. But my problem with musicals is that there's too much going on during the song. There's not a catchy hook to latch onto. There's 7 people singing over each other, and yeah, it sounds kind of cool, but even with my ADHD, I can't latch on to the melodies and the refrains and what people are saying. It's too much. It's like,
That is sheer and utter nonsense.
information overload a bit. And it's not anyone's fault. I know some people really do enjoy these. I'm kind of more picky about them, although, like I said, as of the past couple years, I've given a lot more of them chances. You know, I don't just stop watching because it's a musical. I'm like, alright, let's give it a go. First things first, let's break down what Google says a musical is. A musical is a form of theatrical performance or film that tells a story through a combination of spoken dialogue, songs, and dancing. Unlike opera, it typically emphasizes spoken language and popular music styles. Musicals integrate music and lyrics into the narrative to explore characters' emotions and advance the plot. So a true musical is when something's happening and they need to move forward. The character is going to sing their feelings and explanations as it progresses the story forward. What a lot of Disney movies got singing in them. They're not technically musicals since it's just like, oh, something happened, I'm going to sing about it. Something happened, I'm going to sing about it. I think for a musical, in order for it to be a musical, the song has to be a plot device to explain situations and move on, not just you're excited about something. So, now that I am 35? Yeah, I'm 35. Alright, I'm halfway to 40. So, I've been around a bit. I'm not as iffy about musicals. Let me just first start off with the ones I fucking love. Musicals I absolutely adore. A few of them aren't necessarily musicals. I consider them more a rock opera. But for starters, Sweeney Todd, The Demon Barber of Fleet Street, which not only did I fall in love with that movie, I bought the album, I had it on repeat forever. I've seen it, I've seen a live play version of it as well, which was so beautiful I cried. I'm not ashamed to admit I cry at stuff. I get emotions. If you don't have emotions, you're a fucking robot.
We call them clankers.
Other one of my huge favorites that took me a while to actually watch, but the reason I watched it was when I was in the military. I found Rocky Horror Picture Show in a $5 bin. I was like, you know what? I always known about this movie, never seen it. I bought it. The most awkward first watch of a movie I've ever seen. It just opens with these lips.
Science fiction.
It was just odd, man. I didn't know what to think about it. It was crazy, but the more I kept watching it, the more I was like in love with the songs, kind of the story about, you know, like a alien form of people from the planet Transylvania and their castle spaceship, and the leader, Dr. Frankenfurter, is just obsessed with sex.
Who wouldn't be?
So yeah, it's super fucking jarring as well, man. Seeing Tim Curry just throw back his robe and in full lingerie. Don't get me wrong, I'm bi, I'm fine with boys and girls, I get it. Cross-dressing, not so much my thing. But when I'm trying to show somebody this movie and they've never seen it and they just see a grown man in some lingerie, it's really like, what the fuck am I watching? And I actually own like a 30th anniversary Blu-ray of it. Watched it one time while tripping because I was like, well, this will be fun. I thought he may have shaved for the movie, but no, in Blu-ray, while tripping, That boy got so much pubic hair, his legs are hairy as fuck. Me and my friends were watching that tripping, and there was a full added scene where we didn't know how they did it. Everything kind of went black. It was right before the end setup where they all go on stage and their face paint, and we were like, how the fuck did they do this? How did they do that? But when we watched it not tripping, the scene wasn't in there. Scene wasn't in there. 3 people, I swear to God, saw that scene of how the fuck did they do this weird transition. Never happened. Not once.
This fool is tripping.
I'm out of here.
But yeah, so Rocky Horror Picture Show was one of the, second movies I really enjoyed. That was a musical. A couple other shout outs. There is Little Shop of Horrors, Feed Me Seymour, which is I absolutely adore. It's got I am a big sucker for doo-wop, which is weird because you see all this metal shit in the back and fucking Death Grips and Lamb of God and Carnifex, Cannibal Corpse, but I love me some doo-wop. So I'm just kind of got a soft spot for like the 60s kind of vibe, and so yeah, that one was a huge get for me. But yeah, as I kind of like grew up and started appreciating things a lot more, not so much worried about what people think, and that's a huge roadblock for most people, is what are they going to think about me? Man, I tell you what, I was the first boy to wear skinny jeans and paint my nails black in high school. I got the fuck bullied out of me. I was the only kid in a trench coat walking around looking like a fucking transvestite vampire. So the moment I felt comfortable as that, I kind of stopped giving a fuck.
I'm happier than I've ever been.
Which is brilliant. It's the only way to live life. Don't give a fuck. Fuck everyone else. Fuck what they think. Be you. Be your true self.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part.
So yeah, especially once I got with my wife, and I know she liked a lot of musicals as well, but we kind of decided to go together to start watching a lot more of, like, the main ones. We never seen Cats. We own a cat. We fucking love Cats. So, like, alright, fuck yeah, let's watch Cats. Not gonna lie, gave me a fucking headache. Just all the strobe lights, and couldn't follow it. It's like, I guess they're, like, obsessed with death, and then they're getting abducted by like a UFO, which I imagine is just the cats getting hit by cars and dying. Super fucking weird. Even the weird little movie they made about it with the CG cat people and Sir Patrick Stewart drinking milk out of a fucking little bowl is super odd. Yeah, but we've given a whole bunch of them their due. We watched Les Mis. The most recent ones, Wicked. We watched both Wicked 1 and 2. They're fine. I don't remember songs from them, and as a person who doesn't give a shit about most musicals, I'm going to judge you on the songs. As a musician, I appreciate songs. I need stuff to latch onto. I don't remember fuck one from the second movie. At least the first Wicked, I'll give it. It had the "You're gonna be popular" and the "Defying Gravity." Like, those at least have some hooks in there, something you can latch onto and remember. I don't remember shit about the rest of the songs. It's too much. It's fucking 12 people singing over each other. It's nonsense. Sweeney Todd, the reason I realized I actually liked that movie, and it took me way longer than I'd like to admit, but as a true crime fan, and I was probably like my 15th time watching Sweeney Todd, I was like, oh, he's a serial killer. No wonder I fucking like this movie. He's cutting people's necks, and like suddenly the pie place is really decent. And it took me so long to realize why I actually gravitated towards that movie. But yeah, Sweeney Todd is a banger, man. I still jam I will even do those songs on karaoke. That's how much I love those songs. Those are good songs.
Can confirm.
There's a couple other ones that are kind of more rock operas, I would say. Like Repo, the Genetic Opera. Super violent, very bloody. I'm honestly not a fan of everything in there with the music, but some of it's super heavy. There's a couple, it's just crazy shit, man. Like, if you're gonna make a musical, make it awesome. Make it something different. And Repo, the Genetic Opera, completely different. You can get organs, get your face replaced, but like if you can't make the payments, these people come out fucking cut your organs out, take that shit back.
Gangster.
And so it had some super heavy metal shit in there. Honestly, one of the most recent ones that I did get into, I actually super love it. It's not so much a musical, it is a rock opera because it is about people putting on a play from someone's music that got stolen. So when the songs come on, they're not explaining plot or exposition. They're just like, hey, you want to be the singer? Well, sing the song. And it's kind of it's definitely a hidden gem, but I will always now give a shout out to Phantom of the Paradise. It is absolutely incredible. Pretty much this dude gets, he writes some music, and this guy who owns a record label, it's like, we want your music. So they buy the music, leave him out of it. He tries to go tell them, hey, y'all are putting my music on as a play of the story of Faust, which is a man who sold his soul to the devil. So instead of like, yeah, you're right, here you go, they beat the shit out of him, put him in prison, have his teeth removed, and then as he breaks out of prison, because he finds out this little stupid band, the Juicy Fruits, is covering his music, which is like, you're ruining it. So he breaks out, ends up running from the police, gets pressed in a vinyl press. So his face is fucked up, he gets thrown in the ocean, and then he goes to attack the Paradise, which is where they put the shows on. And Swan, this little short dude who also sold his soul to the devil, you find out, notices that he's there because he's killing people there because they keep fucking his songs up. And he has this cool ass mask with this freaking cape and shit, and he talks like this, Phoenix, because his throat got fucked up, man. But man, that fucking movie had so many good ass songs, and it's like super rock and roll as well, which I super love. That's why I love Rocky Horror Picture Show. Rocky Horror Picture Show's got some fucking great tunes, absolutely classic banger. And even on top of that, to kind of finish this up and round it up, because now that I'm kind of giving musicals a chance, we finally watched Phantom of the Opera. Only thing I know from Phantom of the Opera is the mask and ba-na-na-na-na, ba-na-na-na-na, bum 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 bum. So that's about all I knew. So we finally decided to give that movie from 2004 a watch, and I was very surprised that it was actually freaking Fiona from Shameless.
Fiona!
Who can sing really fucking well. I think it was also Gerard Butler was like the Phantom in there. It was okay. It was good. I don't remember too much other than me cracking the fuck up, because you cannot convince me otherwise that the Phantom is not that he's not old Greg.
I'm old Greg.
From the Mighty Boosh. And I will have to talk about the Mighty Boosh later, because I'm going to give British comedy its own show and its own episode. He kidnaps the girl, takes her to his underground lair, which is full of water. And if you know what the Mighty Boosh is, and I'm old Greg, I'm a scaly man fish, you know exactly what I'm talking about. He takes Howard to his lair, and there's, so there's all these, it's just an underground lair, right? Bunch of shit full of water. So I made the, just observational joke. Hey, he's like old Greg, man. He's kidnapping her, taking her down to his underground water lair. And if you know about old Greg, he does water paintings. He drinks Baileys through a shoe. He goes to a club where people wee on each other. As the Phantom is singing to the main girl, you see these paintings he did of her. So it blew my mind, like, oh shit, he actually did the watercolors of her. That fool is old Greg. And then even on top of that, he takes the main girl's love interest, ties him up where he's chained up, and is like, if you marry me, I'll set him free and then we can be together. Which is the same exact plot for old Greg. Funky freedom for marriage. You marry me, we go out and we start a funk band, make a bunch of money, get real famous.
Old Greg's gonna pick himself out a nice wedding dress.
I fucking died. Literally died. My wife was like, alright, she saw how validated I was, though. I made an old Greg joke, and it not only got validated once, but twice, with both the watercolors and the funky freedom for marriage. Jesus Christ, man, that shit was fucking hilarious. And kind of a last thing here as well. Also watched Grease for the first time last year. Decent movie. Like I said, I do love doo-wop. I will say the shittiest part of that whole fucking movie was them trying to rebuild the car to make it look cool, and they slapped the dumbest goddamn lightning decals on this piece of shit fucking car. I don't know shit about cars, but I know that looked like ass balls. It looked better rusted and as a fixer-upper. You pretty much matte painted it black and threw like some Walmart, not even good lightning bolts on it. It looked like shit.
Come on, tell us how you really feel.
But okay, you want to have a whole movie about how you can't date rape your fucking girlfriend. Poor John Travolta. Get the fuck out of here. They wrote a song about that. That's wild.
Oh my god, it's John Travolta!
Anyway, yeah, I want to just kind of talk about some musicals today. Ones I like, ones I don't, why I like them, why I don't, and why you should give some a chance, man. They're pretty decent. Some of them have great stories. Ones like Sweeney Todd are super violent. There's lots of blood and shit. The songs are beautiful. Sometimes the songs can be too much. But yeah, I appreciate all the love, all the likes. Thanks for the 80 subscribers. Let's keep going. Support small channels like mine, dude. I really do appreciate it. It means the world to me, man. I really love you guys for sticking around, even watching them. Most people don't even watch this far into my videos. They turn off. But if you have stuck around, very much appreciate you. Love you guys. Peace out. Like and subscribe. And you guys have a blessed day.
I'm just a sweet tramp.